Hello, everybody. Here's a little special something from us guys here at Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast. Here's going to be our live reaction to the E3 2000 Metal Gear Solid 2 trailer.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be watching the AI upscaled version because the older one is like super blurry. And I did kind of look at this new AI upscaled one and I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. Like, I'm glad like graphics cards are like upscaling like really old footage that is just kind of lost to 360p or 240p, like really old footage, because that's what the PS2 was at. The PS2 was at like 240p. Or maybe 4. Well, I guess 240p would be 480i, which was interlaced before they came out with those component cables for the PS2.
So it wasn't even standard definition?
No, that is standard definition. So 480i, anything that says I, that's standard definition.
Okay.
But technically 480i is 240p because there's only 240 horizontal lines
at any given time.
At any given time.
Okay.
But 480i means interlaced, which means it shows the odd lines and then the even lines like really fast. That's why there's that flicker.
Okay, yeah.
So technically, so like the PS2 was doing 480i, meaning 240p, unless you had like the component cables. And I don't really know if the game had to be compatible with it. But yeah, if you had a TV before HDMI, we're dating ourselves here, kids. Before HDMI, there was a thing called component cable where there was an RGBs. They were also RCA cables. RCA is, oh my God, I feel like I'm explaining this to Eric. Eric, RCA cables are these individual cables that one of them had the left audio, one of them had the right audio, and then the yellow one had the video cable. But component, and it had red and white for left and right, but then it had red, green, blue for the video. Yeah. And that's what allowed the PS2 to push out 480p. So I think that was the first HD console. I might be totally wrong. I think maybe the Dreamcast might have been.
I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but I will say that I remember playing Halo 2 on a TV I had. It was an older TV. And we played the bejesus out of it, and it was fun, no big deal. But then that TV died, so then I had to get a newer TV. And it was still not anything impressive by today's standards. But I didn't know at the time that it had better resolution. And I remember plugging in the game to it, and I booted it up with my cousin Abe. And I remember we booted up Halo, and I remember the mission. It was Delta Halo when you were coming into Delta Halo there. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, Abe, this shit looks nicer, doesn't it? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, it looks 3D almost. And he's like, yeah, it does, man. Like, I'm not crazy, right? He's like, no, you're right. And then later on, like, oh, it was just probably pushing out like fucking 480p, like you said, or whatever. It was just crisper for sure.
Were you guys just wearing the blue and red glasses and didn't realize you were seeing the video game in 3D? Like,
no. But it was just crisp as hell. And I remember ever since then, that's when I kind of started realizing, like, oh, there is cleaner stuff out there. Like you said, instead of the RCAs using the components, know. I was like, they do give you better quality. Except I remember thinking, like, oh, they don't do shit. Like, because I had the components, but that TV only had the white, red, and yellow. So that's all I could plug into it.
Yeah, those were the composite RCAs, yeah.
Yep, the next TV that I said, the one I put in, had the other ones. I said, oh, well, I'll plug them in. And I was like, holy shit, it looks nice.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that there was actually something in the middle of that, in between composite, what did I just say? Red, white, yellow, and the component RGB stuff. There's S-Video.
S-Video? I was going to say S-Video.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah. And that, I remember when I had a TV that had S-Video for my Genesis, and I was like, I was like, why does it look cleaner? It was like, because it was like PC monitor input or something. Like, I don't know why it just looked cleaner. It didn't flicker as much. I don't know what resolution it was at. I don't think it was HD. I definitely don't think it was like, maybe it was 360p.
Maybe, but maybe the refresh rate would have to be with the TV itself. So
yeah. Anyways, we're gonna watch the trailer now. Kriss, pay fucking attention, all right?
Yes, sir.
Just kidding. You were totally paying attention last time too. Oh, so I'm gonna link it in the description below. So hopefully it works for you guys. So in 3, 2, 1, go.
I miss these old school things.
Look how crisp that logo is.
That is really nice. Yeah. Jeez.
And the sky. Man, I'm excited for German because he's never seen this.
Mm-mm.
Fuck Chris.
Yeah.
こちらスネーク聞こえるかオタコンあ僕だよスネーク聞こえる待たせたなスニークポイントに到着シャドウモセス事件の後メタルギアの技術情報がブラックマーケットで密売さ
Oh,
れ
it's
た
in Japanese. Cool.
それで全世界に
Yeah, forgot to tell you that.
今や核武装国にとって
Look at those graphics, Chris.
別な兵器ではない
That, I mean, I remember when that was like cutting edge.
俺たちは新型メタル
There's not even a lot of games right now that do this kind of like weather.
掴んだ今思えば疑うべきだ
Yeah.
シャラシャーシカたちが降下したこれから私も戦争が
Best boy Hindy.
情報は制御室へと通し機械室を含め全て制圧
90s Revenge?
コントロールを抑えるつもりだよいいかあれを奪取したらタンカーを
Chris was right. Another hind showing up in or is it a hind?
するつもりなんだ奴らの手にメタルギアが渡れば大変なことになる約束したろこの作戦が終われば部隊を去る
いやよタイは家族も当然どこにも行くところはない
いいんだぞここは自由の国だ
I would love to have been the guy setting up this trailer.
Peeking around corners. Okay.
Crawling is back. Let's go. Voluptuous snake booty. Uh-huh. I know Eric's excited for that.
Yep.
German, do you know where all these places are that you're seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The scope is back. Okay. Cool. Is that a dart? Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Super stealthy. I'm
Look-
going to forget about that.
Wait, about what?
The like being able to hang off the edge there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And look, stalking, they're literally showing you not running at full speed constantly.
Yeah.
You see that? You could like drag them around.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What? I am Chuck Norris.
That's right. Chuck Norris once tried the roundhouse kick Solid Snake, and he died. The only man to kill Chuck Norris.
Solid Snake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah, this turns into Outlast.
Or Alien Isolation.
Yeah, Alien Isolation. Metal Gear did it first. Oh?
Lay gasp.
You notice anything, Chris?
Revolver Ocelot.
What about Revolver Ocelot?
He's missing his hand still.
No, it's still there.
What?
He has both his arms.
Oh. Wait, he did that with his left hand. I thought he was right-handed.
But he has his right hand also.
What the heck?
Or is it a prosthetic?
Oh, good.
yeah.
The Matrix.
Yes, the Matrix had just released the year before, so you gotta.
Yeah, it's yep.
I feel like German's just trying to spot all the all the differences between like
The full game and this.
yeah.
The
Because that's how
game
trailers
and
always
this.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, as right now, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm being quiet because I'm definitely taking it in. And part of me was like, oh yeah, I know this, but I'm like, wait a minute, look at it through new first time eyes. If I'd never played this game, I would have been blown away.
Dude, this was like, it was. I watched this like multiple times a day.
Dude, yeah.
It was killing me.
I
was
forgot
like,
about
when is
those
this coming
riot
out?
shield.
Oh yeah, the riot shields.
I forgot about that.
That's how good we are, Chris. We never see the riot shields.
Interesting. So it
They're
looks like
popping
you
out
use-
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you can use your the
Look at that! Look at that!
What's it called? Oh, that's so good.
No one had ever done that before. And I don't know if you noticed, like all the alcohol bottles in the background of the bar. Like, look at this
Yeah.
destructive objects.
I wonder if you can do that in the final game. I guess you'll have to test that out, Chris.
Yeah, I cannot confirm or deny.
Well, I noticed there was a part where he was like shooting those pipes with the steam.
Oh.
So I assume
yeah.
that's a thing.
Oh, he sneezed. You can get a cold in this one too.
Yes.
Starts again.
What is that?
Okay. It's some sort of Metal Gear.
Ah, look at that Yoji Shinkawa art. Beautiful. What an amazing artist, dude. Like, seeing his concept art inside the Legacy Collection box, like that big-ass manual they give you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
dope.
I have it. I love it. Metal Gear 2 had some great fucking art.
Yeah.
And 1 is honestly all of them.
Yeah.
What?
German right now is scratching his head, but he can't say why. Maybe German's gonna finally plant all the C4 that he can.
Sons of Liberty.
Yep.
Okay then. Okay.
Godzilla?
Metal Gear is evolving.
Yeah, Metal Gear is evolving.
Otacon? Long time no see, brother. Oh, Liquid is back.
That was
Oh,
pretty
man.
good.
Hells yeah.
Kicks him awake. That's fantastic.
Konami Computer Entertainment Japan West.
So is this the only trailer released?
So let me look, because there was another trailer.
Like pre-launch, because I know there's a trailer that released.
Yes, there's another one pre-launch that.
Yeah, if I was back in 2000 or whatever, when was this released? 2000, you said? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw this, I would have 100% been, like you said, livid and drooling at the mouth for freaking this game.
So stoked, man. Yeah.
And it hypes up a lot, I'll be honest with you.
Right? You excited again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here's the E3 2001 trailer.
Okay.
This is the one that is absolutely going to blow your mind, German. Like,
Okay.
not just Chris, but German. You're going to be like, what?
Oh, man. Okay. This
Because
is
I know,
pre-launch, right?
yeah, because I know that that you spotted some things in the first one where you're like, wait a minute. So same thing here. So so I'm gonna link this one as well. This is the E3 2001 trailer pre-launch. This is also upscaled. I will start it in 3, 2, 1, go.
There it is again.
Yes. Remember red band trailers?
Yeah.
確かにソリッドスネークは死んだ。だが奴は
Oh,
生きていたのか。
that looks
あるいは
familiar.
もう一人か。
今世界は再び核軍拡の道へと進もうとしている。諸君も知っての通り。
It's a little blurrier, but
That's fine.
yeah, I feel like it might have been worse without the AI upskill.
Yeah.
メタルギアレックスと新型核弾頭開発の事実が暴露された上、そのデータが何者かによって盗み出され、世界中に流出した。我が国の政府軍部内に己の利権のために国策を我が物とする勢力が厳然として存在するのは事実だ。このメタルギアレイはそれら勢力に対抗し、彼らの意図を聞いてこの国をあるべき方向に戻すという
The
役
war
割を
team.
持っている。
I love that word.
シャドウモセス島で行われていたメタルギアレックスの開発は NMD 技術の他国への流出によって将来起こりうる核抑止力の減少に備えた一手だったとも言われている。そうだとするならば、
Huh? Who's that?
将来的に発生する莫大な利益と権力を確保しようという
Do you see that shadow, Chris?
Yeah.
What did it look like?
I couldn't quite
我
tell.
々がここにいるのは、我が国を蝕むこれら腐敗やよどみを一掃するためだ。例の完成とともに戦場は新しい時代を迎えるのだ。諸君は我が国の未来を背負っているということを理解しておいてもらいたい。
Tactical espionage action. Look at that HD face.
Yeah.
That mug. Right, things we've already seen. Yes, yes.
Multiple hindies.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hindy's brother. Hind E.
Or hind C.
Oh, it's true. Is it little Hindy brother or bigger Hindy brother?
私はフォーチュン戦場で幸運を使い果たす女
Who the shit is that?
That's giant gun.
Yeah.
私を殺して
Kill me, please. Got another Vulcan Raven, apparently.
Right.
Or no, what's his name? Invisible guy.
Invisible guy.
Yeah.
The ninja?
He's like, hit me. Yeah, ninja.
Oh,
thank
okay. What you're saying? Hurt me more.
you. Yeah.
The clashing of bone and sinew. That's the first time I ever heard or saw the word sinew. And then when I saw it again, and I think it was like Monster Hunter World, because you would get
Yeah.
like Odogaron sinew. I was like, oh hey, it is a real word.
Dude, pretty dope.
Yeah. In case you forgot what game we're showing you.
Oh? That's a familiar scene.
Yep. You lose.
Take this. Okay.
Cutting throats, dog.
You have 22s.
Damn.
I can't wait to talk to German about this because I can't talk to him about this in front of Chris.
まだやることがたくさんある。俺たちは政府や誰かの道具じゃない。戦うことでしか自分を表現できなかったが、いつも自分の意志で戦って
That's what Grey Fox says.
Yep.
いい演説だった。さすがは海兵隊
Gift of the Silver Tongue.
話がうまい。
He does have his hand back. What the heck?
I
Yeah.
always love that speech when he comes in.
right?
だがそれだけだ。
End of a liar.
End of a liar.
新型の性能はよくわかった。こいつを奪うつもりか。奪う。返してもらうのだよ。
Interesting.
Look, this.
What? Who that?
I thought he had a tiny head. It was just his perspective.
Me too. Yeah. When I was a kid, I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, he looks off.
They were doing a lot of cloth simulations. Obviously, they're pre-calculated and done for the cutscenes, but like,
Oh? His hand is going crazy? Wait a
I think my hand's going crazy.
久しぶりだな、兄弟。お前はそう、俺だよ。リキッド。
What?
第43代のジョージ・シアーズ。
What?
奴のコードネームはソリダス。
Oh, the 43rd president, remember? The third twin.
Yeah. Solidus.
彼らは戦ってはいけない相手なんだ。
Yeah, shoot the giant metal robot. That'll work. Oh, good. Someone got stomped again. Jeez.
I love this design. It's so unique.
Oh my gosh.
こいつは私の息子。何もかも私が教えてやったのだ。
Who could that be?
Whose son?
I don't know. We only know one father, don't we? What?
They gasp.
お前は
What do you mean, who are you?
I'm like you. I have no name.
The Merc.
Winter 2001.
And it came out early winter. Actually, I think it came out fall because it came out just after 9/11 because they had to change the ending. But yeah.
That's cool. That's freaking definitely cool. So I wanted to point out one thing. When I first got this game and I booted it up, I remember playing Grand Theft Auto 3 first because I really wanted to enjoy this game, right? You know, I remember I told my cousins, like, yeah, we'll play that one later. I was like, I wanted to, you know, what's that word where you want to just enjoy it by yourself, you know, just no one
Yes.
around me,
Yeah.
just 100% me and the game. And so finally, you know, all right, fine, we'll boot it up and, you know, we'll see. I was like, I told them we probably won't play much because I just want to enjoy it, right? And they showed it here when they show Snake, or actually it was in the first trailer we saw, when Snake turns around and slowly the camera reveals his face. Now, at the time, like Luis said, that shit was mind-blowing. And especially because when you played Metal Gear Solid 1, there's not much detail in their face.
Yeah.
There's like the pixels don't even have
Yeah.
eyes.
No.
The
But
only
when
the only thing I forgot to mention in VR missions is the only people that had eyes were Mei Ling and Naomi when you do the photo shoots.
Yeah. They are.
Like they actually have
detailed.
eyes, but yeah, go ahead.
No, but the point being was it's the power of imagination and the power of world building. Where when I saw Snake's face, I said, "Yeah, that's Snake." There was
that's Snake.
no
That's
doubt
what
about
it looks like. Yeah,
that's what it looked like. And I just always remember that feeling of saying like, or like any game that's been done from Pixel, NES era or so, and gets made new, and you're like, "Yep, that's the character I imagined. That's exactly who it was." Mm-hmm. And I still think that is great work and hard work to build something, make something, and then when you have better technology, you're able to build off what your dream was, and people say, "Yeah, that's exactly what I envisioned."
Yeah.
Badass trailers. I'm not gonna lie, these trailers were pretty cool.
Right.
And I could see the anticipation, like you said, that people had for this fucking game.
My heart is like beating hard because I'm like, just hearing Kriss going like, "Wait, what?" Like, like the arm, like he's got another arm, and Liquid's back, and there's a father, and what the hell, the ninja? It's like, what the hell is going on in this fucking game?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I remember we were talking about in Metal Gear Solid 1, the episode, the last one, and Kriss definitely didn't mention the return of Frank Yeager at all. He was just like, well, he's dead, so
He's
not him, and not Big Boss. Are you second guessing yourself now just because now they're talking about fathers? And you also said like Liquid's not going to come back, but now Liquid has been mentioned. There's everyone you thought was not coming back is suddenly here again.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Shoot, I still don't think it's gonna be Gray Fox that returns. I kind of think it's gonna be Liquid that's in that weird body now. So that's my prediction.
Because it does kind of help that everything's in Japanese, so you're not really you can't differentiate between the voices yet. You're not like, oh, I know this Japanese actor and I know this Japanese actor.
Yeah,
they sound totally. It's like when you watch anime, you learn all the voices because you've watched it for so long. But right now, it's like everyone sounds the same, so I don't know who the hell's who.
And I kind of think from that first trailer, the girl who was talking about like, oh, this is my family. I kind of think that's Meryl. That's my prediction for that.
They did this, okay.
Oh, was there a girl saying that? I don't remember that.
Yeah, she said like, it's like you swore you would leave the unit. She's like, yeah. This is my family or something. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think the Meryl ending is canon?
Yes.
Okay.
Although he did contact Otacon, so
yes, he did contact Otacon.
Well,
and I don't know if you noticed, but he had the stealth camo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was pretty quick, but yeah, they had stealth camo.
Yes, you only get the stealth camo if Meryl dies. So I don't know what's canon here. I wasn't worried at all about like showing you this trailer because I know it's like I'm sure some people are like, dude, this is hella spoilers.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Nope.
It's German knows.
It actually leaves me more intrigued. I'm telling you, if I would have seen these back to back, I'm telling you, I would have been freaking, like you said, just anxiously awaiting their fucking release date.
That's why when I saw the final game, I was like, blah, 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 like they didn't spoil anything. Like this is one of the most perfectly designed trailers. Like there's trailers nowadays that like here's what the game's gonna be, and like people will even like it made me think of Watch Dogs. When they first showed like the gameplay trailer, like here's what you'll be able to do in this game, and it looked amazing. You're like, holy shit, this is what next gen's gonna be. And I think that was that PS4 Watch Dogs?
I think so.
The first one. And then when the game released, it was like, why do these graphics look like not as awesome as the trailer? Like, what the hell is going on?
Well, isn't that the same thing that happened with Cyberpunk?
Well, no.
A lot of things happened with Cyberpunk.
A lot of, not just the graphics, not just the graphics. They were also like a lot of missing RPG elements, crowd, smart crowds and stuff like that. It was
Wasn't there like a limit to how much items you can have or some shit like that?
Straight up parts of the game were not working.
Because
and it would destroy your game file. Your file.
If you held too many items, like this, like because Skyrim you can like pick up everything in the world. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Cyberpunk. You could max out your inventory and it would fuck your game save.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
It would just corrupt it, and you'd be like, okay, I guess
overflow.
Yeah, the overflow. It just like
memory
it was like
overflow.
A memory leak. Yeah, it was a memory leak. Oh yeah, memory overflow. Where do we see that in a video game?
Ocarina of Time, bro.
Memory overflow in Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, that's how you wrong warp and do all kinds of item duplication and shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, this trailer's pretty damn good. I'm hyped. Oh, I was gonna mention this too. I forgot to mention it during the MGS1 episodes. Luis, you would know, and Chris, I'm gonna ask you. I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice that the score in Metal Gear Solid 1 is like kind of like the prelude to this one?
They're both actually the exact same. They're the same theme.
No, they're a little different. The Metal Gear Solid one, at least I felt it was different.
So they're the same notes. I'm actually glad you brought this up. They're the same notes, like da 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 da. That's how the MGS1 goes, right? The second one does the same thing, but then they start adding the dun 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 on top of that first part.
Well, that's what I meant. It's like the precursor, if you will, or whatever.
There's an evolution to it, yeah.
Exactly. That's what I meant.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw in the trailer, but it says like original score by Harry Gregson Williams, I think is his name. He did the sound like HGW. Oh my god, you just blew my mind.
No, he does. What does he do?
I guess I think they put in the trailer that it's like he did Enemy of the State, which was like that Will Smith movie. So he did Hollywood movies. So he does. This is Kojima's first, like his first toe being dipped into the lake of bringing Hollywood, not exactly people, but Hollywood veterans into the world of video games, because the consensus is that Kojima just wanted to be a movie maker. Because remember, I back in a few episodes, like not a few, but hella episodes back, I said that Kojima's dad like was basically like his teacher about cinema, and he's like, you can't go to bed until you finish this fucking movie because this shit's awesome, you know. And so Kojima actually to this day still wants to be a movie maker, but he keeps making fucking video games. And it's so this is kind of like his way of like, okay, people still love the video games I'm making, but let me see how Hollywood I can make them. And so he starts bringing in people from Hollywood pretty much. So this is the first time he's kind of like, okay, let's mix movies and video games together, even though the first Metal Gear Solid was like, this is a movie as a video game. But now he's like really, really pushing it.
That's what I was going to bring up. Thanks for touching on that. The first trailer to me screamed video game, right?
Yes.
The second trailer screamed movie.
Yes.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, the second one, I was blown away by all means, but I was like, dude, this looks like a freaking movie. Versus the first one, because there's some kind of gameplay elements to it. You're like, oh, this is a game. But the second one, again, if you didn't know it was a game, you would probably think it's a CGI movie or something.
Yeah, and I'd like to add in there, if Kojima ever decided to make a movie series or a TV series or whatever about Metal Gear, I'd be all over that.
Yeah,
as long as he is the one
Chris.
Involved.
You and me both, Chris. You have no idea how sad that comment is that you just made.
Oh yeah,
what was that?
10 million Metal Gear fans just cried out in pain.
Was that a thing he was thinking of doing, or what happened?
Technically, yeah. That idea has always been floating around.
Okay,
he's been open.
Yeah, he's been very open to that. But since we're on this topic, this was supposed to be a 30-minute episode.
So much for that.
Since we're on this topic, at the moment, there is a Metal Gear Solid movie in not even pre-production, but it's floating around out there. And the guy spearheading this is a man, I think I might have mentioned this before. His name is Jordan Voight Roberts. This director, he directed Kong Skull Island.
Okay.
I don't know if he's directed anything after that, but the story is, I might be reiterating, but the story is that he was in an executive's office one time and he saw, like, you know, Metal Gear Solid on someone's desk or on that executive's desk. And he was like, who's, you know, he like pointed at it and was like, who's doing that? Like, what's happening with this? You know, he was like, oh, it's just something, you know, we're kicking around. We don't know yet. And he was like, okay, you know, let me know what comes of it or something. I don't exactly know the story, but I'm summarizing.
Yeah.
And I guess he came back to that executive's office with a fucking Bible of Metal Gear stuff. Because Jordan Voight Roberts is like Hollywood's fucking #1 Metal Gear fan. You know, like this guy works in Hollywood and he's just like, I fucking love Metal Gear. I know everything about it. And he compiled all Metal Gear knowledge. And it's just like a fucking Bible. He's just like, he's like, I don't know who's going to be in charge of this, or, you know, I don't care who it is, but give them this, because if they don't follow this, it's gonna be trash.
Yeah,
he pretty much said, if you guys piss off the fans, you're done.
Yeah, this
Absolutely.
will not succeed. This will not succeed. Like, I'm not sorry to say that I am a fucking rabid Metal Gear fan. You know, like that's why Delta to me, I'm like, which is crazy because that's your favorite Metal Gear game, German, and I'm like, you should be furious. You should be furious that this is happening. It's your baby. You know, like this is like if Konami remade Metal Gear Solid 1 for me, I'd be like, no, Kojima's not involved. Don't touch this. Don't touch it. I don't care if it's 32-bit graphics and it looks like shit. Don't touch this. You know, and I honestly don't think 3 needs a remake.
No, it doesn't.
It's great. It looks great. Wait till you see it, Kriss. I mean, if you think this one looks dope for its PS2 era, 3 makes leaps and bounds on the same system. Mm-hmm. On the same system.
Well, it and this is off topic, but it reminds me that they did the remake for Last of Us Part 2. It's like, that was just last gen.
Yeah.
Like, it looks fine the way it is. Why did you make it again? Oh, because we want more money. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they did the same thing with Part 1 because before it was called Part 1, it was just like, here's the remake for PS4.
Yeah.
And really, it was just higher resolution textures and 60 frames per second, which was welcome because it was like, oh, it's a $10 upgrade, you know, which is like, thanks. That's awesome. Thanks. But I don't know, Neil Druckmann, you've been rubbing me the wrong way since Part 2. That's for damn sure. And the show. I have many things to say about the show, but I think Kriss and I will cover that in a different podcast. Unless German wants to join that for just specifically for that little season 1 of Last of Us.
I haven't even seen it, so.
But you played the first game, right?
Oh yeah. Played
okay.
The first game.
Yeah. Maybe we'll cover that at some point. But what were we talking about? We were talking about so Jordan Voight Roberts. Since the executive kind of saw his enthusiasm and was just like, "Then you should do it."
Yeah, which was really cool.
Yeah, it's like that. Nobody in Hollywood ever does that. Like usually they're like, "Well, no, fuck you. You don't know what you're doing." Like what you do is Kong Skull Island.
or they're just like, "Nope, we want this guy because he's our favorite right now." Whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
like we got Jim Cameron on this, dude. Calm down.
Yeah, exactly. Something.
And him and Michael Bay are docking together in bed, and they're gonna make this. They're gonna make this movie together. That's how I feel Hollywood is like, dude. It's just like these directors sleeping with each other. Just stop. I get it. You guys are jerking off together in a circle. It's fine. So, anyways, get a room and please don't show us. So now Jordan Voight Roberts, he's been, if you follow him on like Twitter or Instagram, he posted a bunch of concept art that he drew himself. You know, just nothing. He doesn't have a story yet, but he's just kind of like, here's, you know, like Solid Snake in front of a Metal Gear, and here's another thing, and you know, blah, 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 which Kriss, don't fucking follow him on Instagram because you're going to see some shit where you're like, wait, what? Because he pulls from every single game and just kind of like mixes things together. Like, hey, what do the fans think? You know, he just kind of wants to see where everyone stands. But it's been on the back burner for like 5 fucking years.
Oh, it's been for a minute.
But since after Metal Gear Solid 5 got released, because I don't know if we made it clear to you, Kriss, but Kojima is not a part of Konami anymore.
Yeah, you've made that very clear, yeah.
Yeah, back in 2015, he was ousted on April 1st of all days.
Jeez.
And Kojima is very well known for pulling April Fool's jokes. So when this happened, technically, I'm still in denial. I don't really think that happened.
I'm still
I think he's pulling one of the longest April Fool's jokes of all time.
9-year April Fool's joke.
I'm on that same boat, Kriss. I'm still. That's why maybe I'm holding my breath for Delta, because I'm gonna be like, any minute they're gonna be like, hey, guess what? I'm back. I've never left, or some shit, you know.
And remember, he said that he's got a tactical espionage game on the way.
Yes, he just announced that recently.
Like, Kriss is seeing our true colors right now. I'm rabid right now. I'm foaming out the mouth. Like yes, if Delta's coming up, please let it be Kojima. But you know, a part of me is also like, this dog is dead, and I'm just looking at this dead dog, and you know, it makes me sad every time I look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole movie deal, all that stuff happened after Kojima left Konami, and there was like an interview where Voight Roberts was sitting with Kojima, and he was like, listen, you're the man, dude. This is your baby, and I don't want to fuck this up. What advice do you have for me for me going into this project, you know? And Kojima said the best thing ever. He was like, betray your audience. And I was like, yes. If Jordan Voight Roberts does not follow this advice to the T, he's going to fuck up. Because the movie should not be any of the stories that have already been told.
That's what I was thinking too, yeah.
This should be a brand new story, or a story that Kojima wanted to tell, E.g., maybe the Frank Yeager story that he didn't get to tell. Other people that Kriss does not know about.
Yep.
Right? German. We're communicating telepathically right now.
Oh, we are. I know. Yeah, I know. I would kill for
I'm
that.
sending you beeps and boops.
Dude, I would kill for just a graphic comic of any of those stories.
Yeah, because, I mean, they did release, Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2 as comics, but those stories have been told.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, a graphic comic for any of these untold
For a new
stories.
one, yeah.
I would
Between, yeah.
Gladly.
Between or new
Between
or
games.
or something, or another character, because, like, the let me bring Star Wars in, for example. The best Star Wars stories outside of the mainline 6, because there's only 6 movies.
Jar Jar Binks.
It's really crazy that I'm actually acknowledging the prequels now. Because
I was going to say, yeah, it's sad when nowadays we say the prequels are better than the other ones, but yeah.
Good God.
The postquels? What would you call that?
The sequel trilogy is what they call it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Because there's the original trilogy and then the prequel trilogy, and then
the sequel trilogy.
Sequel trilogy.
But the best Star Wars stories are the ones that like have nothing to do with fucking Luke, Leia, and Han, right?
Oh yeah.
The Mandalorian was great. I stopped watching once Luke showed up at one point, and I was like, I don't care. Luke had his moment. He's fucking the main man, and he's gonna start a new Jedi temple. Those sequels no. I don't acknowledge 7, 8, and 9. Fucking Luke is a master Jedi, and he's training people right now. I can picture it right now. And yeah, Mandalorian was fucking great. Book of Boba Fett was all right. I haven't seen Andor yet, but Andor I heard is amazing, you know? So these are all stories outside of the main people. So I think, obviously for the first Metal Gear movie, you can't really do that. You definitely have to like, here's people you know. Here's people you know. Hey, you know this Easter egg? Hey, look at this Easter egg. Hey, look at Snake's butt. You know, like just random things that only fans would be like, yeah, that is Snake's butt. You know, just something for them to giggle at, because if it's not self-aware and all this shit, if it doesn't reference itself as a movie like the way Deadpool does, you know, because that's where Metal Gear is going, by the way, because it's going to be like, hey, we kind of know we're in a video game, like chill out.
I don't know. There's still something I've been in my back burner that I will be able to at least maybe mention after we get done with 2. So
man, I can't wait to start actually talking about 2, because it's gonna be painful for those. I'm thinking at least 4, right? Because there's the first part, you know, German, you know, and then 3 other parts.
Yeah.
And then possibly a 5th one. Like it's gonna be painful. It's hard, man. Even just now. How do we talk about this game?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. The only thing I was going to say, I don't know, we'll break this up later or whatever, but, you know, setting checkpoints or whatever, it's like, Kriss, you'll know when to stop on the first one. You'll know.
Yes.
You'll 100% without a doubt. No, like, I think I'm supposed to stop here.
Basically, when the game tells you to save.
Yeah.
It forces you to save. So once that happens, save and pull the PS3 out of the fucking socket. Because you'll know it's saved. It won't corrupt the save. Because I think it like auto starts on the next shit, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta stop this. So keep your hand on that power button right after you save.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can officially start playing Metal Gear Solid 2.
Cool.
Let's talk about versions, right? Just really quick. Kriss will be playing the HD collection on PS3. I've already warned him about the game select screen. I told him, close your eyes. and move the cursor all the way to the right, and then
just go cross-eyed, and then
whatever you got to do, fucking put a diffused piece of glass or something so it blurs everything, and make sure you select the game all the way to the right, and then just press X, and then that'll start the game, and you'll have to do that every single time.
I will avert my eyes.
Yes, because
did PlayStation 3 have a rest mode?
No,
right? Well, like a standby mode.
It had
rest,
standby, but not rest the way PS4.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Right? There's no way to just like, okay, standby, and then I can pick up the game again.
Yeah. Damn.
No. Yeah, that shit's old, bro. What, it came out in 2005, 6?
5, 6, yeah.
Something like that.
Almost 20 years ago.
What a great console, but what a nightmare for developers. And that's why Metal Gear Solid 4 is stuck on there.
Yeah.
Because it's, the way it was built.
I'm going to be playing on the Master Collection.
Correct.
Oh, well, I wonder if I'll have the In the Darkness of Shadow Moses on that.
Yes, you will.
Okay.
I looked at it. In the Darkness of Shadow Moses is on there. So Kriss, if you want to read it on there,
Okay.
That's Natasha Romanenko's. I guess it's not a book or a novella, but it's like an article that was posted into a newspaper, a fictional newspaper.
Okay.
So that's where
It was like kind of her whistleblowing, pretty much the mission, right?
yes, like hey, this shit went down, motherfuckers.
And none of you knew, yeah.
And none of you remember me. You guys were like celebrating, and I was like, I was here too.
Hey, so actually, with that said, I guess Natasha does come back from part 2, just to be in the background, as a whistleblower.
Yeah, technically she did come back. I think Kriss did kind of was. Did you say Natasha was?
No.
No, you didn't.
No,
No,
I
you
didn't talk about her at all.
Yeah, that,
He ignored
that's
it.
right. That was a joke.
You
Yeah.
said I was just like Colonel, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
what are you playing on emulator?
so full disclosure,
Mm-hmm.
because the streamer who shall not be named, or the listener who shall not be named, asked me literally on his stream today. He's like, "Hey, when's the last time you played Metal Gear Solid 2?" And I was like, last week." So, like I said, since we've been talking about doing this podcast, I've actually played through all of them already before we even started the podcast. Because I was just like, "Is this possible? Can we do this?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I played through all of them at that point, but that was the regular HD version. So, and then last week, I didn't play all the way through, but I started it's the GOG version. So GOG is a website owned by CD Projekt Red. They're also a different PC game storefront like Epic Games and Steam, but they don't have any DRM on their games. So basically, you buy it, you own it, you can keep those files forever. It doesn't have to check with a server like, hey, can you play this game? There's no license checking or anything like that. That game is fucking yours.
Yeah.
So Metal Gear Solid 2 a while back actually was delisted from the GOG.com website, but I have it. I must have bought it at some point in the past. Metal Gear Solid 1 also is on Metal Gear Solid 1 is on GOG. So that one, if you want to get that one on PC, you can get that version, but it's broken as fuck. It's like a really weird version. You can set your items and your weapons to keys on the keyboard, which makes item switching pretty dope, but it's just like speedrunners have absolutely raped and pillaged this game because they're like, this is so broken, we could do whatever we want, right? But yeah, I'll be playing the GOG version of Metal Gear Solid 2 for a specific reason. There is a mod that someone came up with where you can play the game with over-the-shoulder camera. The original games are still top-down, just like Metal Gear, like every single game up to this point, pretty much, right? Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid, VR Missions, Ghost Babel, all of them are top-down, 3/4 tilted. So that's the original vision of Kojima. But since I've played that game to hell, I'm going to try over the shoulder. And I did play a little bit over the shoulder, and it's fucking weird. That's all I can say, because you see so many things that you don't normally see, right? Because now you have right stick camera control like normal, like modern games. So that's the version I'll be playing, and I will report back. And I can tell you it's hard. Because my muscle memory is, my muscle memory is telling me to do one thing.
Yeah.
And my modern gamer is telling me, remember the right stick. But it's like, but I can't aim and shoot while my finger's on the right stick. So, so there's that weird thing. Because it's still old school controls where you shoot with square and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so we have our marching orders. We can start playing Metal Gear Solid 2, Kriss on HD Collection, German on Master Collection, and me on modded GOG version. By the way, if anyone has the the PS Vita HD Collection version,
oh yeah,
I feel sorry for you, bro, because I also have it. No.
Oh no.
The what?
I'm sorry, no. Go ahead.
The monkey, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, that is there.
Yeah.
But you'll know, Kriss, the monkey. Just remember the monkey. The silly little monkey. No, there is no, how like the Vita has rear touch.
Oh yeah.
That is not active in these.
Oh.
Which makes it hard for the grip that I have, because the grip that I have touches the back paddles for me, but I have like physical R2 and L2 buttons.
Mm-hmm.
To get through the inventory, instead of that, like the normal Metal Gear Solid, where we're holding to move through our inventory, you have to touch the fucking screen.
Yeah, I remember. I have it.
Yeah, you have to touch right where your item is, touch, and you hold or swipe or something. I don't know. I think you like slowly like swipe up and down. And
I don't remember, but yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, it slows you down so much. And I was talking to German about this off pod yesterday about how it's great that Kojima, for every single Metal Gear game, him and his team utilize every single part of the system that they're making the game for. You know, like analog sticks for Metal Gear Solid 1. Whatever.
The rumble, check your memory cards.
The rumble, check your memory card. Yeah, every single thing.
Other stuff that we can't talk about yet, but yeah.
Controller port 2, you know, it's like, he was just like, well, how can we use all of this shit? And for Metal Gear Solid 2, for the PlayStation 2, they introduced the pressure sensitive buttons for the face buttons, right? So square, triangle, circle, and X, they're pressure sensitive. I don't know if you knew that, Kriss. So the harder you press them, like the PlayStation 2 actually detects it.
Okay.
It's almost like having double buttons in the face. If you push triangle hard, it'll do one thing versus pushing triangle soft, it'll do a different.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
And the HD collection has that because the PS3 still had those pressure sensitive buttons. PS2 also introduced analog R2 and L2 because they were just buttons on PS1. So now you actually have analogs on those, and Kojima utilized everything. But when the Vita, he did it to a fault. He literally should have given us the option of, can I use the back touches? Because in that way, I could fucking play this thing on Vita, which I tried, and I was like, nope.
I did too, and I gave up. That is many years ago.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, I might play 3 on the PS Vita. I have my files on that, so I might play it on that.
That seems rough.
I beat it. I have a save file for my favorite boss fights on that one.
But you still have to touch the screen, right?
I don't remember, but I did it, so it must not be too bad.
Okay. There is a gentleman out there also. I think we've shouted him out before, but a gentleman out there who wants us to play on 3DS.
Metal Gear 3, yeah.
Oh.
Which I considered it for a second because I have played every single version, but I'm also going to play that modded when we get to it. There's the so the Master Collection can also be modded. Maybe German should do this modded version, and maybe I'll do the 3DS version. I just don't know how I'm going to get my hands on it. But
I have a 3DS if you need one.
Is it XL or regular?
It's XL, yeah.
Okay. Or maybe I just might get mine back from my niece because I'm pretty sure she's not playing it. But I'd still need to get my hands on the game. But the modded version of Master Collection, someone figured out how to implement the the crouch walk mechanic that exists in the 3DS one. So that's unique to the 3DS because crouch walking was not introduced until Metal Gear Solid 4. No, I'm wrong. Which one came first? Peace Walker or Metal Gear Solid 4?
4.
Okay,
good question.
One of those.
Yeah.
So it was introduced in one of them. Yeah, and some genius out there was like, well, I'm gonna put it in Metal Gear Solid 3 now that it's now that Master Collection has brought it to PC. So thank you whoever modded that. So I'll put those in the show notes for the next episodes. I'll put where those mods exist and stuff because they're pretty easy to implement. And So anyways, marching orders. You guys got it.
Yep.
Once again, Kriss on HD Collection, German on Master, me on GOG. Thanks for listening to this 30-minute video 30-minute podcast episode.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed watching those trailers. If you guys are Metal Gear Solid fans, Metal Gear Solid 2 fans specifically, and never seen those trailers, let me know what you guys think. Even if you have to put spoilers on there, I'll tell Kriss not to fucking be on there. Like,
yeah, I try to stay away from that stuff anyway. So
yeah, so you guys let us know, like, because I know German and I are like, there's some shit that we saw that's kind of like, all right.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. I can't wait to talk about it. I can't wait to play it and talk about it for sure.
Yeah, we've done 10 episodes. So yeah, this was episode 10.5 for you guys. And thanks so much. I was Noise.
Hey, I'm Contra.
And I'm Dammit Kriss.
And we'll see you guys next time.